Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Tyler Talks Travel Trailers going live today. We'll kind of walk around for a sec until people get on. If you're watching this not live and you want to see the live comments, if you go down to the comments, there's like two little dots and you could just swipe it over. So where the comments usually are, just swipe it over and then you'll be able to see all the live comments that I'm getting. This is a very new thing that I'm doing. This is my third live that I've ever done, so I don't imagine a whole bunch of people coming on today, but we'll see how many come on and see if we could answer some of your questions, see if we could show you some trailers that you're looking for based off the specs that you are looking for. Let me know if you can hear my audio coming through. Let's see, how do I see my comments? I guess I'll just see them as they come in. But what we're gonna do today is kind of walk around. I'm gonna show you some of the lot. And we did get in a trade-in, like literally 2 minutes before I just started this live. So we just got a Flagstaff 25 FKS, I think. I'm not totally sure what model it is, but I'm gonna show it to you guys because it's gonna be immaculate. If you're looking for a used Flagstaff Microlite, I got one for you. So let me turn this around. There we go. So I don't imagine a whole bunch of people are coming on, but I think as we do this, more and more people will show up and come hang out. Let me know if you hear my audio coming in. I'll show you this crazy destination trailer before we go look at the used Flagstaff. So destination trailer is a little unique. They sit a lot higher. And then now they're starting to do like these back patios. It's so cool. This would be an awesome unit to go park at the lake. Maybe if you have some property and you don't want to go spend thousands and thousands of dollars to build a cabin, you got everything already in here. All the appliances ready to go. And it has a little loft that I'll show you up above. The only tough thing about these lives is you can't do the widescreen, but still fun to get on here and show you guys some different stuff. Washer, dryer, dishwasher, full size. Thank you. Yeah, I can never tell if you can hear me or not. We got the residential fridge. I wish I could turn the lights on, but since we're live, I'm not able to. Big bathroom underneath this loft. And it has, this stovetop is nicer than the one in my house. Look at that, nice residential sized stovetop. Like I said, this is a perfect unit to go and park at the lake, or if you have some property. It's got a projector over here to the right. So you pull that down and then your projector is up there. You have the loft up above. And then behind me, you got the main loft. Ugh, these steps are pretty steep, but really cool unit. Destination trailers were kind of hard to find here in New Mexico, and but now with like the way housing is and everything, there seems to be a lot more coming out here. Let me show you the used Flagstaff that I just got in on trade. Apparently it is in excellent condition, so let's go see it. Hopefully the video is coming through nice and clear. If you're new to the channel, I am going to be doing this every Sunday at 3 Mountain Standard Time. Eventually it'll grow a lot more and I'll have a lot of people coming on. Can you show a front bed, no bunks, half-ton towable? Front bed, what length are you thinking? 25, 30, 30 feet? Let's see, let me try to keep track of the comments and do this. These are kind of like front beds over here. This will be a Flagstaff Microlite 25 BSDS. This is going to be right at 25 feet, 30 feet max. Okay, I'll show you this 25 foot and then I'll show you a 30 foot. This is a Flagstaff Microlite. It's got the outdoor kitchen, 6-side aluminum framing. So meaning that there's no wood framing in this unit. You can always tell by underneath right there. This is going to have the front bed. And then I have another one with a bed slide. So the front bed, it's a true queen 60 by 80 right here in the front. When the lights are on, this thing looks amazing. But you got all real wood cabinetry. You got a wardrobe that slides out right here. And then you got pocket doors on both sides where you can get in and out. You don't have to disturb your partner. Got the L-shaped counter right here with a big farm style sink. And the theater seating. I don't know, what do you guys prefer, theater seating or a couch? I personally like the theater seating because they give you big enough tables now to put, you can actually eat at the couch. Much more of a couch guy. You got a 12-volt refrigerator, 10 cubic foot, 12-volt refrigerator. All of your countertops are going to be solid surface and real wood. And then your bathroom will be in the back. So when it's in the back, you always get a lot of, definitely couch. The dinette's good if you want to sleep an occasional guest. So there is pros and cons to both. Tons of storage in this thing. Look at this. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's a lot of storage in this bathroom. The only downside to this floor plan is travel mode. So if you're someone that wants to be able to access the bathroom without putting the slide all the way out, that's the only downside. But this is a rack and pinion slide, so you can put it out partially. So it's not a super big deal, but there's a 25-foot for you. I think I have a 30-foot front bed. We will go see. Flagstaff is probably my favorite brand on the lot. They're just built super well. Love the storage. Bummer to travel mode. Yeah, it does. It's not a super big deal to me because all you have to do is push the button for literally 5 seconds and then put it out a little bit. But if it was like a Schwintek slide, then you wouldn't be able to you can't put those out partially. They have to either go out all the way or all the way in. So rack and pinion isn't too bad. This is actually a front kitchen. Ooh, here's a front bed. This one's nice. So this is a Superlight, Flagstaff Superlight. We're jumping from a Microlite to a Superlight. Basically the same. It's the same exact quality of construction, same features, same everything. But now you're getting up to 30 feet. So I think Heather is what I saw your name. If you're ever looking at trailers, the way you can see the lengths is right here on the door. So 29 feet, 9 inches, and then 7,000 pounds. That's your dry weight if you can't find it. That'll be the total length. It confuses people because the model number, they always think it's this tag. So always look in here and it'll tell you the true length. 29 feet, the box is probably 26. 2 doors is nice because it definitely helps with travel mode. So when the slides are in, you could easily get to this kitchen area. But when the slide is in, you wouldn't be able to get to the bedroom. So that's why they give you the 2 doors. That way you can access everything. So this is a good travel mode trailer. After this, I'll show you the trade-in we just got. If you're out there looking for a Flagstaff, I think we just got something that is immaculate. The guy only used it like 2 or 3 times. So not a bad layout. I think the most impressive part of this is the front bedroom. Just because of the slide out. Look at all this room you get with that slide. Also, if you guys have any questions about anything involving RVs, I will be happy to answer them. If you're new to this, no question is stupid because it is a big landscape. So this is a nice little layout. If you want a lot of room in the bedroom, definitely you get the bedroom slide. It adds a little bit of weight. So half-ton towable, I mean, you could tow this. It just depends. I mean, you could do it. A lot of people will tow without like all the water in it, and then when they get closer, they will add the water. The only downside with sometimes the bedroom slide is you lose this pass-through storage right here. This is a nice brand too. This is going to be a Surveyor 2025. Let's see. I can't really. Oops. There we go. Sorry, I lost you guys. My screen is kind of dim, so I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any comments. This is a great floor plan. This is going to be the 253 RLS Surveyor. It's very similar to the 25 SRK Flagstaff Microlite. This is going to be just a little bit bigger, still 6-side aluminum framed, and your length, you're going to be looking at, let's see, where is it? 31 feet, 9 inches. So this is just a little too big. 6,740 pounds, but look at this layout. This one's impressive. I love when they do that rear dinette, and then you have a place for guests to sleep. This is a great brand. This will be a little more affordable, a little more budget friendly, but the construction is still top notch. Nice theater seating right there. But the dinette's good because you could turn it into a bed. I saw the Ibex with the exact same configuration as the Nobo you reviewed yesterday with bunks? Are they the same RV with different branding? The Ibex. Literally, Ibex and Nobo are the same exact brand. Just like Flagstaff and Rockwood, literally they probably come out, I think they come out of the same building. So if you're looking at those, maybe the best way to decide which brand you want to go with is check out the reviews of the dealerships. You know, if you get a Nobo and the dealership doesn't have great reviews, or maybe you get an Ibex and the dealership doesn't have great reviews, go with the dealership that has the better reviews because they'll take care of you, because you're looking at the exact same trailer. Unless you don't like the decals, which I don't think that's a big deal to me. So this is a great floor plan. Yeah, it gets a little confusing. Like if you're just starting your search for trailers and stuff, you'll notice like they look so similar, and it's because they come out of the same building. So where you buy is just as important as what you buy. So definitely check the reviews. We are a locally owned dealership out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we take good care of our customers. Check our reviews. We could special order you whatever you want. We have good connections with the factory. So if you order something from me, we could have it here fairly quick. And the other thing is a lot of people don't know this. This saves you thousands of dollars when you buy an RV. I said it in my video yesterday. You don't have to have a physical address to buy or to get our sales tax. So it doesn't matter where you live. Like I had a customer order a Nobo from me last week from my videos. Woo! And he didn't know that he could save thousands of dollars because of our laws. It's called the Sunshine Law. And you could get our sales tax, which is 4%, without having a physical address. And in this customer's instance, the average sales tax in Arizona is 6.2%, but they have county and city multipliers. So your base tax is going to be 6.2%, and then the average tax in Arizona is about 8.6%, and it goes all the way up to 11.9% at the higher end. So he didn't know that, and he came in, and we ordered him a trailer, and he saved thousands of dollars because he got our sales tax. Not to mention, he had a trade-in. He said, hey, I have a 2021 Winnebago to trade in. Saved him even more money because when you trade in your trailer, usually they'll do the sales tax off of the total price before the trade. In New Mexico, you put the trade into the price, and then they do the sales tax. So we saved him like another $1,000 just from his trade. So if you are looking for a trailer and you want to save thousands, call me at Albuquerque RV. Come see me. I will take good care of you. You come down to New Mexico and eat some good green chili. And we are a high volume dealership. We are right next to Camping World. So we like to sell trailers. Look at this. This is sorry, I got a little lost there for a second. This is gonna be that used trade-in I just got. Literally got it like 5 minutes ago. So if you're looking for a microlight, let's check out how clean this is. He said he used it maybe like twice, 2 or 3 times. Okay, oh cool, they put it out for me already. So let's see what this looks like. Oh cool, this is a front kitchen. This thing is brand spanking new. If you're looking for one, give me a call, because this thing, it honestly looks new. I think it's a 21 or 22, but you will save a lot of money on this one. The only difference is I think the inverter is, I think like 1200 watts instead of 1800. The inverter is a little smaller, but you still got your 12 volt refrigerator. I love 12 volt. They cool a lot faster. You got your fireplace. Yeah, this is a nice unit. Yeah, the tongue weight is pretty heavy on those. Definitely want a weight distribution hitch if you're getting anything with the front kitchen. Too bad you can't go out and like tow one, see if it's possible, because sometimes, it's a little scary at first, but you get the hang of it. I can't get it with one hand. But that's the corner shower, and then a nice big bed in the back. Oh, I like this. So it's an east-west facing bed, but you could still walk around it. So if you're looking for a Flagstaff, I got one, basically new. That is a nice unit. So maybe I'll do a video on that, get it sold. Look at our big skies. Where are you guys all from? We got that's what we're known for, our big skies. You can see the Sandias way off in the distance. Let's go look at some other stuff. If you want to see anything, let me know. If you have any questions, go ahead and interact. There's no stupid questions. I like it. I like being able to help people. This Nobo is the one that I posted yesterday. This thing is insane. It has the beast mode package. Massachusetts, dang. Yeah, that's pretty far. You'd have to save a lot to drive that far. Might make it happen. What sort of unit? Do you own a unit already, or would this be your first one? This is a nice one. This has the beast mode package. So look at that independent suspension. Crazy, huh? This no boundaries has no boundaries. Check this out. It's got the bunks. Our second one, okay. They say the average person buys 5 in their lifetime. So you just got to get 4 more because you're not average. It's pretty crazy. I do have customers that will come in and trade like every 2 years. I have customers that I've been working with for 8 years, 7 years. But these are really cool because of the beast mode. Yeah, you got to find the right one. It is a big purchase. You know, the first one is hopefully you didn't go all out and get like something with all the bells and whistles, because it's good to kind of go with maybe a starting trailer, and then you get to see what you like and don't like. And as you slowly get into RVing, by the very end, maybe you'll be in a Class A motorhome or a Riverstone fifth wheel, you know, like residential grade, just 2 adults and 2 dogs now. Okay, nice. So you got to have a little room for the dogs too. I don't have kids. I just got 3 French bulldogs. Those are my kids. And I don't think I saved any money. They they have the worst allergies ever. I have to take them to get shots. So it's like I have kids. They just don't talk back. So I've been at this dealership for about 3 years now, but I've been selling these for about 8. And I used to work for a dealership that got bought out, and then they turned into a corporate company, and I did not like that, so I left. And now I'm working for a locally owned company. It feels good, you know, to work for someone that is literally sitting 2 doors down versus, you know, big old corporation where you're just a number. Let's see what we got over here. We got Sabre. Sabres are really nice trailers. These are fifth wheels. We got toy haulers. We're actually kind of low on stuff right now, but we have over like 30 units coming in probably in the next couple weeks. This brand E-Pro is my favorite. That is like my dream setup right there with, I'm telling you, a Tacoma, and this E-Pro right here would look so good. So this is the same as those Flagstaffs that I was showing you earlier, but this one is going to be more like compact. It's going to be narrower, so it's 7.5 feet wide instead of 8 feet wide. It's got the all-terrain tires. This is also going to be 6-side aluminum frame, so it's got a little lift on it. This is the Swiss Army knife of trailers. It is awesome. It has an outdoor griddle, but on the 26s, they're no longer going to be doing the griddles. Sorry, I'm reading something. Okay, watch. Check this one out. If you're looking at trailers under 25 feet, I say get a Murphy bed. Murphy beds are the best because it allows you to have so much more space. See, this is a little narrower, super lightweight, probably like 3,400 pounds dry. And then you have about 20 feet total. And then the Murphy bed. Murphy beds are awesome. They're super easy to set up. Let me show you real quick. So they make a lot of different Murphy beds too. Sometimes they do Murphy beds that have like a seam in the mattress. This one is a lot better. So you pull this up and then you got storage underneath. And then all you do is bring this down and bam, you got your Murphy bed. And the thing that I like about it is, let's say you don't like the Murphy bed. Yeah, some people don't like it. I completely get it. I like it just because this is a smaller trailer, and usually you wouldn't be able to get a couch and a dinette. So if it's raining or anything and you have guests with you, pop this up and you don't have to have them sleeping or sitting on your mattress. So I just like it because you get pretty much a little bit of everything. You get the table and the couch. But yeah, this is one of my favorite brands. This is the same as those Microlights. Whew, it's getting warm. We got Raptors. So I'm pretty excited how this is going. It seems like the audio is coming good. The video is going a little clearer than the first time I tried. Let's check out this Raptor. Raptors are crazy. It's gonna be awesome when there's like 40 people. Actually, I don't know if I'll like that. It's kind of nice to have only a few people in here because then I could keep up with the comments and show stuff. But once it gets too big, man, I'm not gonna be able to answer all of the questions. Cool. We're loving the live. It's so cool to see the trailers real time. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I guarantee other people are doing this on YouTube. I didn't really see it. I bet you they're gonna start doing it when they see these. It's just a nice way to interact with you guys. Can answer questions. I will say that they're probably nervous to do it because when I first went live, oh my gosh, man, my heart was racing. I don't know what the difference is. Man, I got so nervous. But once you start going, it's really fun. I enjoy these a lot. I might even do them twice a week. Maybe I'll do one on Saturday. I'm just waiting for a lot of trailers to come in, but look at how insane these Raptors are. Toy haulers are cool, but they're not cheap. They are not cheap. Big garage. Yeah, I love what I do. It's fun. I used to sell insurance and that was boring. And then gave RVs a try and haven't looked back. It's just a lot of fun to sell fun. Nice bathroom. And it's kind of dark in there. But yeah, those are our toy haulers. Ooh. Sometimes bunks is good too if you want to have some extra storage. Ooh, this one's nice too. Let's see what this trailer is. Because of the past back surgery, I can't buy a Murphy bed, but I love how yeah, I could definitely see that. But the Murphy beds I was showing you, they don't have a seam in the mattress, so there's no like crack that's gonna hurt your back. This is gonna be the 25 FBLS. Just so you know, like, oh, I think I already told you that the 2026 models aren't gonna have the griddle. I don't know why they did that. Why are you gonna take something out that people like? It's just weird. Don't fix something that's not broken. But we can order you one, it's not a big deal. So this will have your back bathroom. These will have 1800 watts of solar, 200 watts of solar, 1800 watt inverter, 200 watts of solar. And then, so this is one of those ones where travel mode is kind of a little tough because it doesn't have that second door. But one thing I love about Flagstaff is, you guys have probably heard me say it a million times, they aluminum frame everything. So see how this front part of the bed is aluminum? Most companies, it's going to be all wood. And it's kind of confusing because companies will put stickers on the outside of the door and it'll say aluminum framing. But that just means that it could be mixed with wood. So if you're out looking, ask the sales guy, is it 6-side aluminum frame? Because I know, you know, you're paying for it and they won't tell you right away. So all of these will be 6-side aluminum framed, but they even aluminum frame underneath the dinette. See if we have anything good used. Finally sold that Imagine right there. Lots of Catalinas. Yeah, like I said, if you guys want me, give me a call if you ever have questions. I don't even mind if you don't buy. If you just have questions about stuff, call the dealership and ask for me. And it makes my day because I put a lot of work into this channel. So it's nice to see stuff paying off. Surveyor is a nice brand. One thing I love about our dealership, bet that makes termites mad. Yeah. Yep. But the thing I like about our dealership is we don't make it confusing for you to buy a trailer. A lot of these big dealerships, you know, they'll have so many competing brands. That's not how it works here. We have levels to these trailers. That way, you know, based off your needs. Some people don't need like the fanciest stuff like one of these classics. You know, they're just gonna go be weekend warriors, go to the lake once in a while. And then we get the people that want to hit the road for an extended period of time. Classics are really nice. It's basically a Flagstaff. What you get different is you get the awning top, the awning shield. So it has the metal cover. Your interior height is a lot more, and you get auto level on these ones. This is going to be 30 feet with a front bed, king size bed. This one might be pretty heavy. We'll check, but big king bed. We like basic state park camping. Most doesn't have hookups. Yeah, so you're kind of like boondocking out there. So the solar will help. They do make, I'm giving you a pro tip right now because of me selling these. They make a power package with like Flagstaff, Nobo, all these companies. I'm not a huge fan of it. I sold it to a lady and I thought it was gonna last a lot longer. And she had stuff running. And it only lasted like a couple hours when she had everything running. Like the solar couldn't keep up with how much she was putting out. It's still cool that you can run the AC. But I mean, if you're spending that much extra money to get solar and it doesn't last all day, just get a generator. It's the way to go. It's a lot more affordable. And I don't know. The power package is, I don't know if I like it too much. This is a rear bathroom. Yeah, I think it's like a $10,000 upgrade too. I felt super bad for this lady, so I got her a generator because I was like, man, I told her it would last a lot longer than that. So this is going to be 7,650 pounds. So that's pretty heavy. Usually, if you're wanting to know the tongue weight, it's a rough estimate. Usually, you'll calculate it by 10%. So that'd be like 760 to 800 pounds. The Nobos are hot this year. These things are selling like crazy. We've been doing a lot of special orders on those. We also do special order Trail Manners too. Those have a pretty crazy following. Trail Manor. Maybe I'll show you one after this. They're pretty funky. Love the Nobos. Yeah, these things are so sweet. This thing has an 8-foot wide box. You got a dance floor right here. Look at this. It is a lot of room. Oh, the other bummer about the 2026 models of the Nobos is they got rid of this sink. What are they thinking? So now it's just a standard sink, whereas this sink, you'd have the trays. So if you didn't want to fill up the whole sink, you have this bin, then you have something to rinse stuff, and then you have your waterfall spout there. This is how you shut it. It was such a nice setup, and then they made it basic again. Man, I bet people aren't going to like that. I like that sink a lot. So if you get a 25, you still get the awesome sink. How big a generator to run 2 ACs at the same time? Like big motorhomes, like I'll show you. Like this one right here. This will have 2 ACs, and let's see what size generator it has. We don't really specialize in motorhomes too much now, but we can still get it. Whoa, look at that spider. That is freaky. Oh man. We're out in the dead. Did you see that thing? Ooh. Okay, let's see where the generator is. It's back here. Hopefully it's not locked. Usually I think like 5,000. Let's see. So 2 air conditioners, and it looks like this is a 5,500 watt. Pretty sure that's what that stands for. All the other like big fifth wheels and stuff that are toy haulers, they usually have 5,500 watt generators. Another thing too is like you can get yourself some nice 1,000 watt generators and daisy chain them. That way in the wintertime when you're not using your air conditioner, you could just bring one little 1,000 watt along, and then you're not lugging around a big massive one. But it would be hard with 2 ACs to do that. So I would say about 5,500 watt generator if you want to be super comfortable running that toaster, the coffee pot, 2 ACs. Yeah, we'll go for a cruise real quick. We are on the frontage road right off of I-40 and Route 66, the famous Route 66. Yeah, look at our big old mountains in the back. See if I can turn around without getting hit. That would be terrible to do on live. And then there's the other people next door to us. Before you buy, see us last. All Our lot is 3 football fields long. So you'll see the guys walking back and forth. They're trying to keep their figure. They stay in shape by doing that. But we're all really close here. It is like a family. Okay, looking at a Palomino with 2 ACs. Yeah, I feel like a 5,000 watt would be good too. Just ask the sales guy exactly, because it could vary. Some ACs are 18,000 BTU air conditioners, and some are 13. So just really ask the dealership too what they think. This is going to be a cool one. Check out the Sabre. Sabre is knocking it out of the park. It is crazy what they've come up with. They're the reason you see those side patios now. They are the first ones to do it, and they were the only ones allowed to do it for the entire year. And I bet you those other manufacturers were just jonesing to copy. And now you're seeing like Alliance do it, all these other brands, but they are the trendsetters in the industry right now. This is going to be a front living room. These are so cool. Look at this. I like front living rooms because it feels kind of like there's sections, like a home. Up here, you got your area to kick back, maybe watch the game, UFC fights, whatever you're into. Look at that. How cozy is this? And these turn into beds on both sides, so you could easily sleep 2 people. But this thing has a loft. It is incredible. Look at this. Doesn't it feel like a house? Oh, I'll show you a house after this. Like a true residential grade 5th wheel, and it'll blow your mind. Look at this. Oh, this is the smartest idea I'm telling you. They think of everything. So see, how the heck are you going to be able to reach up there? Impossible. Well, all you got to do is pull this out, and bam, you got yourself a step to get up. How cool is that? Genius, genius. Come back here. You come up here. I've done tours on all of these too, so check them out. You got your loft. The only thing that I can see, I always shoot myself in the foot because I tell you what I think. But the one thing I'm thinking, if the main bedroom is down here and you have the gremlins up there, shouldn't be too bad. But look at how cozy this is when the lights are on. It feels like you're in a nice little hotel room without the bed bugs. So that is a Sabre. Let me show you one of the wildest 5th wheels ever. So I get some people that want to buy motorhomes and stuff, and they'll be like, yeah, I have a dually truck. And I'm like, why are you going to buy a $200,000 Class A motorhome? Think about how much the gas is. Think about how much the insurance is on it. Think about the upkeep. That's a whole nother engine that you have to have maintained. If you have a big truck, just go over here and get you one of these. They are heavy though. They are heavy. Woo! These things move, baby! Whoa. The owner bought us all new golf carts, and they are so nice, but they went like 35 miles per hour. And so she had to make sure that they tuned them down a little bit, so they only go 15. Has speakers and everything. I did show this last time. I did want to show you the front kitchen, but the slides are in. Riverstone is an incredible brand. All outdoor, the outside is all painted, 3-inch walls, like you could go to Alaska in the wintertime in this thing. It is crazy. This is nicer than my house. It's not saying a lot, but I turned the lights on last time, but look at this kitchen. I custom ordered one for a customer. Should be here in the next couple days. They got one with a garage in the back because he flies like those planes. It's not like a little RC plane. It is a massive plane. So he's going to put it in the garage of his Riverstone. Hit the country. You got your hidden storage back here. This thing even comes with a maid. Just kidding. Look at that. How incredible is that? Yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming as well. I appreciate all of you guys that have come on. I'm trying to do it every Sunday. Dually diesel time. Yeah, I sold one of these, and the customer showed up in a semi, and he lives in Alaska. Crazy. It's got your washer dryer prep, or washer dryer already in here. Look at that. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy motorhomes and stuff in my day, like 2.5 million with African teak wood, had PlayStations in all of the rooms, just over the top. I've had people that buy these and they're literally going camping in them. It's crazy. You want to see one of my favorite little trailers? Like legitimately, I want one because I'm just a weekend warrior. You know, I'm not like going to try to live in it. Oh, look at this. Oh, I can't show you that. It just sold. But this little unit over here is the best. I sell a lot of these. I think it's because people could tell that I really like them. I like all RVs, but this thing is just perfect. It's perfect for two, maybe a small dog. Catalina. Let me tell you the difference between a Catalina and something like a Coleman Lantern that you know, the other people will sell. Coleman Lanterns, their appliances aren't going to be the same quality as this. They also use huck bolts for the framing. There's no welds on this frame. A lot of these companies, you'll go look at them brand new on the lot and they're already starting to rust where the welds are because it has a huck bolt frame made by Norco. It's called a bow frame by Norco, and they use huck bolts, which is 5 times stronger than a weld, and it virtually got rid of all of the rust claims. So being that this is the price point, at this price point, having that frame is huge. But look at this little guy, 16 feet. It is perfect. This is what I need right here, just to go hang out with my girlfriend. Look at that, nice big window with the dinette that turns into a bed. I sold one to a couple brothers. He was 6 foot and he was able to fit on that. It's like right at 6 foot though. Yeah, this is an awesome little unit. And like I said, like the Coleman Lantern, you don't get these quality of appliances. You got GE stainless steel appliances that are flush with the countertop. You got GE microwave. You got your GE air conditioner with a heat pump in it. Now, I'm gonna give you a little tip. Do you have the one with the dinette on the one side and bed on the other? I don't think I have that one, but we do have a bunch coming. So one thing to always keep an eye out for when you're buying trailers is they won't give you all of the info on the appliances. Always make sure it has a gas furnace. Like if you walk into a trailer and you see a fireplace, first thing you should ask is, does it have a gas furnace? Because how annoying would it be to have to run a generator to heat your trailer? That is not fun. But this has an electric heater in the air conditioner as well. So you got 2 heaters if you want to save propane. And they managed to make this without a wet bath. Do any of you guys know what a wet bath is? It's where you could do everything at once. The 3S is all at once. So this is probably one of my favorite little layouts. Just to show you how heavy our discounts are. That's for 2026. That's a 2026 fresh from the factory, just got here. Like I said, we are a high volume dealership out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So not only can I save you thousands in taxes, but I could also save you thousands because we're not trying to get rich off of everyone. We just want you to come join our family. So that's probably one of my favorite little layouts. And then they have the bunk bed model over here. All of these Summit series, they just knocked it out of the park. It's perfect for people. I sold one of these yesterday. Last 2 days, I have sold 5 trailers, which is pretty decent considering the time we're in right now. And it's all because of you guys. You have no idea how much you guys have changed my career. It helps me so much to be able to get calls from all over. I had an older gentleman call me the other day. I couldn't get back in touch with him, but he was like, I saw you on the commercial. I don't think he knew it was just YouTube. And he's like, yeah, I want one of those trailers. And I was like, okay, cool. Where do you live? He lived in Maine. He didn't, he thought I was in Maine and thought it was a commercial. So I told him I'll still sell you one. This one's nice because it has the little bunks. You can sleep the whole family. It doesn't have a dinette, but most of the time when you're camping, you're outside anyway. All you need is a place to sleep. You know, for $14,995, get your family out, make memories. Can't put a price on memories. What do they say? Father time is undefeated. So we try to keep it simple here. We got your traditional stick and tin builds right here. So nothing wrong with stick and tin. Like I said, just know what you're paying for. So this will be more your traditional stick and tin. The next thing you have to think about when you go to a dealership is, do you want it to be extended season, meaning do you want your tanks to be exposed? If that's the case, it is a little hard to use it in the wintertime. Like for instance, over here, if your tanks are exposed, you know, you go camp in freezing temperatures, you will either have to bring your own water along, or you'll have to add heat pads. So it's kind of, see how your tanks are all open, exposed? So this is what, let's see what this has been. A trucker for 30 years, ready for a smaller trailer. Keep in mind, you can't get into some of the state camper. Yep, 36 feet is usually when they start getting a little picky. But see how it's all exposed right here? This is what they mean by, you know, not a 4-season trailer. So I would be too crazy, like, because I have customers that have bought from me and they've camped in cold weather in New Mexico and still filled up their tanks, but you just do not want to crack them. So then if we go over here, I'll show you. This one will be exposed, but it will have heat pads on it. See that little pad right there? If snow's too much for us to camp in the winter. I used to live in Gunnison, Colorado. I get it. See that little heat pad right there? Your tank's still exposed, but there's a smart tank heat pad on this trailer, so this could handle the cold weather. So it's still exposed, but it has the heat pad. So look, keep an eye out for that. Just because it's exposed does not mean you can't use it in the winter, because it could have those electric heat pads. Then, if we go over here to a Flagstaff Microlite, it's a little different. Quick tip for you about the 4-season stuff. If you go somewhere and they're trying to pitch you radiant heat for 4-season, not worth it. That was a fake fart. I don't consider that being a 4-season trailer. It's just like a source that's hot and it's radiating off to keep your underbelly heated. You either want to get fully enclosed and a duct that the heater is blowing to your underbelly, or you want to get the tank heaters. See, so now if we come to this one, see how it's all nice and enclosed? So this is a heated and enclosed underbelly. So if I had to pick which one I'd want, I definitely wouldn't go with the radiant heat. I wouldn't mind the tank heaters. I would go with the tank heaters. The tank heaters are a lot better because, yep, rodents. Yeah, for sure, definitely the rodents. We get that a lot out here. The tank heaters are better because if you're out camping or hiking or fishing and you're not in the trailer but it's freezing temps, do you want to keep your heater running all day long? You're gonna come back to the trailer and all of your propane is emptied. Versus like the tank heaters, they're 12 volts, so they'll actually they run off the solar and the battery. So when you get back, then you can put your heater on and you're not wasting any of your propane. This is one of the craziest trailers ever. This is one of the first YouTube videos I did, and I looked like an idiot. And of course, it was the one that blew up the most. What kind of mattress does the E-Pro come with? That is going to be, it's if you're talking about the brand, I think it's a Shirley. What the heck is that brand? But the mattress is usually going to be an RV queen or a full. So it's going to be 60 by 74. Ooh, bunny. Or a full. So this is a Trail Manor. And the reason people love these so much is because they collapse into a little box, like a puzzle. And you could fit them in a garage. So people with HOAs, you know, they don't allow trailers out. This is perfect. It's also one cool thing about it. So when you want to store it in your garage, the front of this hitch breaks in half. So you could actually fold this tongue in half. And then it gives you a little more room to put in your garage. So all of this collapses down to this line. So when you're driving down the road, you can actually see over top of it. This is a pre-owned one we got. We do special order these as well. I just ordered one for a guy in Utah. But look at this. It's pretty crazy how much room you get. And get this. The weight of this is like 2,600 pounds. Tell me, probably 2,900 because it has a lot of solar. Tell me a trailer you'd get this much room and it'd only be 2,900 pounds. That's why people love these things so much. And it just opens up. Definitely has a little more of a camp feel to it as well. It's definitely a unique style. It's a niche market. Is that how you say it? Nice big. That's like a Super King, California King right there. And then over here, You got your little bathroom. So just imagine all these walls fold up into just this little box that only weighs 2,600 pounds. So you could see the appeal to this. I'm still not 100% sold on it because I don't know. They are not cheap. I'm talking like 40, 45, 50 grand. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've gotten better with my reviews. In the beginning, I wasn't the greatest, and I took my time. It's been a year, and I grew the channel in a year all the way to this, and it just blows my mind. I definitely couldn't have done the lives when I first started. I would have been too nervous, and so now I'm doing these lives, and it's so much fun. I started this channel like in 2019, but the dealership I was at, they didn't want me doing videos. I thought it was super weird. So I got super discouraged, disappeared from YouTube for about 5 years, well, 6 years. And I came to this locally owned dealership and they just said, go crazy, have fun, just represent us good. And I try to do that and it's been awesome. And I'm getting a lot of calls from people. Even if you're not buying, just call into the dealership and ask for Tyler. Our phone number will usually be in the description of all my reviews. Just please ask for me because we're on a rotating list. And sometimes if you don't ask for me, you'll end up with another salesperson, which isn't bad, but we're all very knowledgeable. So just call in, ask for me, say hi, say, hey, I want to talk to that annoying kid on YouTube. This is another type of trailer. You got your clappers. It's kind of like the canvas. They call them clappers. These are pretty fun. This is your smaller stuff. Look how fun that is. I cannot get a Palomino. That's what's tough about dealerships, especially, you know, because every dealership will have their own brands that they sell, and they can't really have the same brand in the same state because they don't want dealerships competing. So that's why I'll see some brands at only one dealership. So we have probably the best brands that you can get, especially Flagstaff. I used to sell Palomino, Pumas. I did sell those. A-frames, this was one of my dream trailers when I first got into the industry. I just thought they were super cool. If you're curious how to set them up and down, I did a video on it probably like a month ago. And basically you just fold these walls down and it folds flat, and then you got yourself a pop-up that's hard-sided. These are pretty nice. I could set that thing up and down in about 30 seconds. Turn you around real quick. All right, guys. I appreciate all you guys so much that joined the live. We're going to keep doing this every Sunday at 3 Mountain Standard Time. Leave some good comments. I appreciate all of you guys that are positive. I get some of these people that are trolls out there sometimes, but I don't put up with it. If anyone's mean to anyone else or me, I'll just block you. You know, go somewhere else with that negativity. So if that's you, if you're not that, thank you. Most of you guys are probably all positive and happy, so I appreciate you so much. And yeah, we'll do another tour on a normal trailer probably this week. Flagstaff, we'll do a Flagstaff. I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays, so usually I get videos done probably on, you know, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Once winter hits, we're going hard. We're gonna do a video every day. So I appreciate you guys. Have a good evening, afternoon, wherever you're at, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, guys.